See what I have. It is Monday and I have an Amazon package. Burn, 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 burn. You guys, oh my gosh. It was at my door on yesterday and I was like, oh wow, I have another package. I'm gonna try to put it so you can see me opening it up. I'm being careful. Got my scissors and yes. Oh, I was hoping, y'all, look at this. These are erasers. This is a pack of 108 erasers for my kiddos for their whiteboards. Yes, I had some erasers that were given to me by my district, by my school. And oh my God, yay, hooray. I had, wow, what a blessing. You all, I'm just overwhelmed with the outpouring of support and the show of just love and generosity towards my classroom because y'all, it's just a blessing. I have got, these are erasers for the whiteboards. This was part of my Amazon wish list, and y'all, let me show you. I'm gonna go get the other erasers. You all, these are the erasers that I only had 1, 2, 3. This is where I kind of keep the erasers. It's a cloth that I cut up to use as a makeshift eraser, but these are the erasers that my school gave me from for the school year for the kiddos for their dry erase boards. And I gave them out to my former students, and so I only had 5. And so my students now, I didn't have any supplies for them. And so I got a cloth and I just kind of cut it out, and we've been using this. And they're like, and I'm just like, we're going to have to use it. But now I have a whole pack of 108. Tomorrow, y'all, I'm going to be handing these 5 out, right? I know that these have a smiley face, and my other students are going to be like, mine doesn't have a smiley face. Honey, I'm going to tell them, put a smiley face on it, right? Well, maybe they can't, because this is the side. They might put it, on this side. I may have them actually put their own smiley face or do a design. But y'all, oh my gosh, I'm going to be handing these out tomorrow because we use our dry erase boards every day, multiple times a day. I use it for math. I use it for reading. I use it for just science, social studies. And so, yes, this is the perfect size. So I'm going to be switching out and getting these cloths a rest because they are, the kids be like, they don't lick it, but they're just like, sometimes they wipe. Anyway, I shouldn't even be touching it, but I'm going to straight it out for this. So you all, let me see who this is from. Let's see together. Okay. Let me see. It says, oh my goodness. It says, let me show you, Psalms 27 and 13. Y'all know I'm going to be reading that on tomorrow. We're going to look at that together. Psalms 27 and 13. That is who it is from. So just thank you so much. You don't know how much all of these things, they really bless our classroom and they bless me. And I just want to say thank you. I'll be able to use this from this year's students. Look, this year's students, next year's students, the students, and other students. So I have, I think 4 rows of, I'm not sure, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. I think I'm 18. So that is going to be perfect. So thank you so much. You know who you are. Thank you for blessing our class. Hooray! Another blessing. So thank you. 1, 2, 3. Thank you. I wanted to give you guys 2 updates. Number 1, the first update I just wanted to share is that, I thought about you all. I thought about what the principal was suggesting, which is next year for me to actually teach first grade and teach first grade gifted. And I read your comments. Thank you for commenting. I appreciate it. I read all of your comments. And I thought about it, and I talked to my principal about it, again, just to find out more information. And I don't think I'm going to do it. And let me tell you why. The first reason why is because I'm going to have a mixed class. I would have a mixed class. meaning that I would have maybe a couple of students who tested gifted and were in that class, and then the rest of the students would be not gifted or be general education, general curriculum. And so I would have to create essentially a curriculum for the gifted. I mean, I would have to pull the resources, partner with, our gifted leader, our gifted head person, or lead person at the school, and then I would have to come up with a curriculum. And so I was like, okay, yeah. Then also, because I love kindergarten, I'll know that, but also I'd have to, because I don't have the certification to teach gifted. So that means I would have to sign paperwork, say that I will get certified, take all of these classes, which I'm going to take them anyway, y'all. I'm going to take them anyway. But I would have to do that as well to say that I'm going to take those classes within this amount of time. So they're going to set the time and say, Shay, you have this amount of time to take these many classes and in order to teach this program. And so I kind of what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to hold off. And maybe in 2 years, maybe not this school year, not the 2025-26 school year, but the next school year, because that'll give me a chance, number one, to look at the curriculum for first grade, to come up with something. It'll just give me a year to work on it and then go into it. So, So right now, I think I'm going to hold off on that. So that is kind of my update number one that I wanted to share with you guys. My second update I wanted to share is that, y'all, the kiddos have really gotten acclimated to my style and to our platform. Oh my gosh, they have given me little flowers. They say they itty bitty little flowers. They get I love you all day. And they really are, their pace is faster. And they really are stepping up, meaning my standard is here. My pace, my standard is here. And they are meeting that standard. So I'm really excited about that. I'm going to share with you guys a little bit later in the week the results from their standardized test. Another testing window has opened. So we have another standardized test to take. So within the next month, maybe 3 to 4 weeks, then they'll be taking another standardized test. But I am really preparing them for the test. Y'all, this is what I've been doing. I have been in the mornings is when I do like my intervention or my remediation, right? I go in and the gaps that I see and in math and reading that I see that existed, like when I came into my new school, I'm closing in those gaps. Whether it be with using videos or worksheets or all of it's direct instruction, but it being reinforced with them showing me that they know or have understand the skill, on the whiteboards, whether it be they have to produce whatever it is. I've been going over various skills that I know that they need reinforced. And pretty much it's just the letters and sounds, like y'all, we still are on. They're not as strong as I want them to be, and they're not as confident as they should be when it comes to manipulating sounds, meaning like if we're breaking down a word, cat, could, at, they're still kind of getting stuck with some of the sounds, which they should not be. So I've just been doing a lot of letters and sounds, vowels, a lot of blending together. If I said could, at, what word is it? Breaking it down. They were having a little trouble with the ending sound, and some of them still the vowels. So I'm just going over that over and over and over and over again. We're still going over rhyme, which is a skill that they need to really be strong in as well. And then, so I'm doing remediation. That's what I'm saying. And then at the end of the day, y'all, oh my gosh, we are doing so much. And in the middle of the day, between the morning and the evening, we're doing our regular pace, our regular lessons. And at the end of the day, I'm doing enrichment. So whether that means in math, I'm exposing them to time, how to tell time. These are standards that are not kindergarten standards, but I know they need to be exposed to, and I expose my former students to these standards. So telling time, tally marks, sequencing in terms of math. So essentially, and in reading, we're doing diagraphs, blends. I know some of you are like, okay, what is all this? But I'm really exposing them to a lot in the evening of more skills, and then doing remediation in the morning. And then in between, I'm doing just our regular pace and our regular teaching. But they are really coming along. So I'm really excited about that. The next test, diagnostic test that they have to take, is going to be, I feel, a little bit harder than the one that they just took. I'm going to, like I said, share the results with you. The results were strong. They were good, but they're still not where I want them to be. So yeah, I'm doing a lot of work with them. and I'm keeping them, I give them rewards, I'm keeping them sugared up, I'm keeping them stickered up so they can stay focused and engaged and participating and all of that. So those are all wins as well. Y'all, so last week, let me tell you, I was missing my work bestie, and I was just like, okay, I'm not gonna like bother her because I know she's busy and I'm busy, and I was like, I'm missing her, and you know, she may or may not be missing me, but you know, missing her. I was like, you know, at our old school, she has other people that she knows and is around, and I was just kind of like, you know what, we were texting, but I was like, I'm not gonna really call and be like, I miss you, you know, I'm just gonna just walk through it, right? And it's so funny. I called her because I needed something. Like I just wanted to bounce something off of her. So I called her, not realizing that she had texted me probably like 15 minutes prior and was like, I really miss you. I'm really missing you. So I didn't know that. And so when I called her, she was like, Shay, and she burst out into tears, y'all. Then I burst out into tears, and we both were on the phone crying together and saying how much we missed each other. And I was like, I miss you so much. And she was like, it's just not the same. And I look around and I'm like, where are you? And she was like, we work so well together, and it's just four sets of eyes looking instead of two sets of eyes. And we laughed all day. We ate lunch together. At the end of the day, our doors were open and we were yelling, screaming to each other, you know, do you know about this? And coming over and supporting. And I was like, girl, I was like, you have no idea. I said, I'm literally by myself in a corner, like with no one around. And I was just like, I miss you so much. Not because I'm by myself, but just I'm missing that everyday interaction. It's hard to go from kind of, you know, talking and, you know, supporting each other every day to like nothing, nothing, silence. So I just wanted to share that update that I'm missing my work bestie. She's missing me. But of course, we're professionals. We're adults. We know how to walk through it. But yeah, it has been really, really difficult. So she and I are going to get together. I know. I was just like, okay, we got to get something planned. So we're going to get something planned and we're going to get together. But yeah, you know, my kiddos, like I said before, they've acclimated to me. They're doing well. We become a family. Like we become a classroom family. I feel it. I see it. I know it. But I am still missing my previous school, my previous students. They're doing well. So, you know, I feel good about that, but I'm missing my work bestie, y'all. And I'm looking, I'm like, where is a new work bestie? Can I find one? And so far, you know, it just takes time. It just takes time. So I just said, well, I'm just going to show myself friendly and, you know, be available and be willing to, you know, collaborate, share, talk, step outside of my comfort zone in certain areas to make new friends or to just meet, you know, my colleagues, and to hopefully maybe a relationship will show itself to develop past, you know, just being work buddies, or, you know, to develop past just being casual to being work buddies is what I'm trying to say. So yeah, but I just wanted to tell you, we cried together. It's real, y'all. The struggle is real. The work bestie struggle is real. Today's Friday, and today is the 100th day of school. At least this is the day that we're celebrating it. And this is my attire for today, my 100 days of school. Y'all, we had so much fun. There was a lot going on today. I'm not going to even sugarcoat it. Oh my gosh, y'all, I was out yesterday and I came back. My room was, it was like a bomb went off. It was Play-Doh all on the walls. I'm like, Play-Doh, how I don't even let, my Play-Doh is over here. I don't even let the kids play with the Play-Doh. There were cubes from like math cubes all over the floor, books everywhere. It was like a bomb went off. I'm going to have to do another video just talking about, like, you know, when you come back and your expectation of your classroom when you have a sub and when you're out. But anyway, I'm not going to even go there, y'all. But I came to work early. It just so happened I came early, and I thank goodness, because it took me 20 minutes to clean up the classroom. I wish I I had done a video because I would have inserted it. I don't want to get like anyone in trouble or anything, but y'all, and then the substitute was like, oh, I had to move your pencil sharpener because they kept sharpening their pencils. I was like, they touched my pencil sharp. I was on those kids. I had to let them know, it doesn't matter who is in this classroom, they do not touch the pencil. They don't touch anything. Y'all, they were in tears, but I was telling them that I was very disappointed that they would even ask to use any of my things and to use things that they know. Anyway, I'm still livid, but anyway, they apologized to me. I let them know that they needed to apologize. So they raised their hand. The ones who used the sharpener, they raised their hands. The ones who were playing with my Play-Doh, a nasty sub for my Play-Doh, they came and they apologized. So I told them all is forgiven, but don't let that happen again, because it doesn't matter who was in this classroom. I was like, you all know not to do those things. So anyway, let me calm down. Alrighty, so guys, I'm going to be heading over to my closet. Let me tell you, I accidentally left some things, like for our 100th day of school, I wanted the kiddos to make like a necklace with 100 Fruit Loops, just like do a lot of activities that involve 100. Y'all, I was, like I said, out yesterday. Actually, I had like a doctor's appointment. My mind, when I got home, I just wanted to go to sleep, and I did, or I rested. And this morning, I was like, oh my gosh, I forgot to get some things I needed. Y'all, let me tell you, I prayed about that. I went into that closet, and I was like, Lord, help me to find these things that I need. I found my sentence strips because I was out of those. I left those actually in my other classroom, at my other school. I left all of my stuff at my other school. So yeah, at my former school rather. And so I found that, y'all. I found in that closet, let me show you, because I needed some like string. I went by Publix to find to see if they had some things, you know, that I need, like some like string, or they didn't have it, but y'all, I found this over there. This was perfect. So I have another list of things that I need that I'm going to go in that closet. I'm going to take out in there with me to find some stuff, because I'm like, you know what? It's in that closet. I don't need to go buy and purchase anything else. Yeah, I call it spooky closet. I still don't like to be in here, spooky closet. I don't know. I just think there are a lot of things crawling around, but whatever. So y'all, I'm looking for some dry erase markers, some more sentence strips, because I used all those sentence strips to make a hat for my kiddos. If you know, you know, you need the sentence strip to wrap around to make part of like the part of the hat for them to stay on your head. The hat can stick on. I'm looking for some whiteboards and some copy paper. So this is what I'm looking for. And you guys, yeah. I thought I saw some whiteboards over here. So I found some whiteboards. I think I'm going to take you guys with me. I found some whiteboards. There's a couple of them, but I'm only going to take 2. So I'm not trying to like, you know, take all of the materials in here, but I'm going to take 2 whiteboards. I actually had a student who, her whiteboard, something happened with it. And I bought those whiteboards, and I gave her one of my whiteboards to replace it, but I'm going to be replacing it as, you know, things start to tear down. I'm going to be replacing it with items from in this closet. So I'm looking for more sentence strips. Let me flip the camera around so you guys can see what I'm seeing. Yeah, I'm looking for more sentence strips, but let me tell you, that was such a blessing to find. Oh, there's one, but you know, okay, I don't see any more. There was one right here, but this is kind of dirty. I'm looking for, but that was all right because that was right on time. Right on time. Oh, they have glue sticks. I have that. Glue sticks and a glue gun. That probably belongs to someone. I wouldn't bother that. Okay, so let me see what else is on my list. I'm looking for sentence strips. I don't think I see any more of that, but that's okay. I'm looking for whiteboards. I got that. Copy paper and dry erase markers. Oh yeah, I saw some dry erase markers. Try to get gumballs. Got a lot of stuff. But I saw some dry erase markers here. You know, they dry out. So I think I'm going to be taking a couple of these because mine are really drying out. Again, I'm not trying to like take everything, but I'm going to take about a couple of these. So I've got what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got 6 of those. And I'm going to put it right here. And then what else did we say? Dry erase markers. Oh, copy paper. Y'all, I've been using my copy paper. I left like probably all of my copy paper, not probably all, most of my copy paper over in my former school. So, can I get it out? Oh my gosh, it's stuck. Y'all, no wonder it's still here, stuck in here. Oh dear. Yeah, I see why it's still in here, because it's not coming out. Okay. Yeah, it doesn't seem like that's coming out. No wonder that's still there. But that's all right. I'm going to be seeing my work bestie tomorrow, which is Saturday. We're going to be getting together. And yeah, you know what? I would have, it's too late now because I'm way past the time. But yeah, I would have asked her to bring my copy paper, bring my copy paper from my former classroom with her when we meet. But I'm so excited to see her, just so you know. Yeah. Alrighty. So I think that's it for Spooky Room. That's blessing me, really. I think that's really kind of all that I need. So yeah. They got puzzles. Yeah, I think that's it for here. Alrighty, so I've got that kind of filled up. These are our spelling words for next week. This is the calendar. I already have that set because today's the last day in January. I have my board set for, I think it's the 3rd, wait, first. So yeah, the 3rd from when we get back. I have everything set with that. So my room is good to go. I wanted to share my student data with you. I'm really excited about the growth of these kiddos. I don't know if I shared with you, I think I did maybe a couple of videos ago when I first came into my new school, my now school rather. I altogether have 15 students. I have 6 boys and 9 girls. And yeah, so I just wanted to share one of the diagnostic results with you, because next week the diagnostic window opens for another diagnostic that the kiddos are going to take. But okay, I have my notes right here because I'm so excited about their growth, and I'm excited about like how much they're learning and retaining. So altogether from the first diagnostic, the first diagnostic that my kiddos took, this same diagnostic, they had around 33% of the class was green, meaning that 33% of the kids, meaning altogether out of my 15 kids, 7 of them were green. And actually that number is a little skewed because one student didn't take the test and he was going to be red. So that number was going to be a little bit lower, but because his results are not on here. And so yeah, but 7 were green, meaning they were on target or at grade level, at or above. 1 of them was blue, meaning they're almost at grade level. 4 were yellow, meaning they needed intervention, and 2 were red, meaning they needed immediate intervention, like they were really low. Yeah, so the results, altogether 50% of my class is green. Oh, let me say this too. The results from before, when they were green, when they hit green, they were green. The highest one was at like a 55%. So like it'll show you green, like the student, it'll say green, but then it'll say they're at a 55 percentile for that green. Now I've got, before I had 7 students green, now I have 10. All the students tested, so that one student that didn't test before, he tested and tested red. But then I've got 10 green, meaning they're at or above grade level, 2 blue, meaning they're on watch, they're almost at grade level, 2 yellow, meaning they need intervention, and 1 red. And that was a student that didn't test from before, meaning they need immediate intervention. But y'all, the green, the percentages are like, they're now in the 92 percentile, 87 percentile, 70 some percentile. I think I have 1 in the 55 and 1 in the 64. But as you can see, those who were green, they jumped up from being 55%, 54 percentile, meaning that like they did better than 54% or 55% of the other students tested. Now they're at 90 some percentile, 80 some percentile. So they jumped from a 55 percentile to like an 80 some percentile, which is a lot of growth. The highest number of point increase, I had one student jump 200 and some points. Y'all, we are rocking and rolling. Overall, they're doing well. Now, the 3 students now that 2 are yellow, meaning intervention, and 1 is red, meaning immediate intervention, and 2 are blue. So 5 students are not green, is what I'm trying to say right now. 2 of them are almost green, 2 of them are far from it, and 1 is just, they're not going to hit green. Of the 5 students, the 2 that are blue, they're actually receiving extra tutoring. They're receiving intervention from me, but they're also they just started receiving extra tutoring about 2 weeks ago. I sent home a letter letting the parents know that they need more support. And the parents were like, okay, so that's actually really good. So they should be green the next time. The two that are yellow, of the two that are still yellow, meaning like they need intervention, one of them is also receiving the tutoring. She's eligible to receive the tutoring. So she's getting tutoring. I'm already seeing the results. Now, the other one that's yellow and the one that's red, those two are my possible retainees, meaning like if, they are not on target to actually pass kindergarten. I've actually talked to my leadership. I've talked to their parents to let them know, because they are not retaining the information. So they're being exposed. They're being one-on-one intervention with me. But they are still not able to show growth, or a lot of growth rather, on the diagnostics, and their grades are not strong. And so at this point, halfway in the year, it looks like if they still continue on this trajectory, that they're not going to pass kindergarten, or they're a candidate to be retained, should I say, So yeah, those are the reading results. Those are really pretty good. I'm really excited. In my former classes, I was used to those, more students being green, like maybe having the majority, maybe having, 80% of the class, meaning at this point, 12 students, 13 students green, and only others, but that's just not how each class is different. So, and they have jumped, those points have jumped. Y'all, let me tell you something. Their math scores are higher than reading. Normally, it's the opposite. I was like, when I saw it, I was like, what? Wait, what? They went from having 30% of them green for math to having 79% of them. They went from having 5 of them green, meaning they're at grade level or above, to 11 of them being green. You talking about those points jumped to 200 and some points, y'all. So in math, when they first took the first diagnostic, 5 of them were green, meaning at grade level. 2 were blue, meaning right there, not quite grade level, but just slightly below. 4 were yellow, okay, meaning like needed intervention. And 3 were red, and 1 of them didn't take the diagnostic, right? Now we've got 11 green. So we went from 5 green to 11 green. I still have 2 blue, but they jumped up. So the ones who were red jumped up to blue. And then I have 0 yellow and 1 red. So y'all, this is 11, 12, 13, 14. Yes, so this is, one of them, they were not able to pass the practice part. So they did not take the test. Like they took the test, but the test said, no, they're performing so poorly until they can't score well on the test, and it stopped them from taking the test. So one of them didn't take the test. But y'all, I'm telling you, I was like, okay, wait, what? The math kind of snuck in on me and blew my mind. I was like, how are they? But I will say that I have students who are ESOL, whereas English is not their first language. So math is a little bit different, than reading. It's a little bit different. So math is about understanding numbers, as opposed to reading is understanding about letters and sounds. And that's the area they still, even though I'm going over letters and sounds every day, over and over and over, they're still getting some letters and sounds confused from their native language. They still are wanting to identify the sounds as their native language opposed to the second language. And so that's where it's coming from. They're doing great, they're trying, but it's because English is their second language, and they're getting it a little bit confused at this point, the letters and sounds with the letters and sounds of their native language. So in that sense, that's why I'm not so surprised that math, is stronger, but still, I was like, what? So they're doing great overall. We're going to take another diagnostic starting next week. It's going to still assess the same skills, but do a deeper dive. And so I'll let you know those results as well. So guys, it is past my time to go. I'm a little bit, honestly, frazzled a little bit, not frazzled, but just, I guess, tired, because I came in and I'm like, my room is a hot mess. I had to get everything back in order. I had to let the kids understand and know not to ever ask for any of these things that I don't share with them. I'm fussing. And then we had 100 days, so I had to do the lessons really quick. I had to do lessons that the sub didn't do yesterday. I had to get it all done today. Then I had to turn around and we had to have a celebration for 100 days of school. So I have been rapid firing. And you know what? That is also why we as teachers do not like taking off, because our pacing guide doesn't account for, hey, the teacher needs to take off. It's like when I come back, I still need to have them on the same lessons as they would have been if I was out. And that's what happens when a sub doesn't follow your lesson plans and lets kids play with your Play-Doh, and the Play-Doh's all over your room and cubes all on the floor and lessons aren't getting done. Then I have to not only clean up, but then backtrack and pick it up where, I wanted the sub to pick up, and then bring it forward and then give them extra work. So y'all, it's been it's been one of them days, but it's been a good day. But overall, the kiddos are doing good. I just wanted to share. Those results are fantastic. My goal is, this is what my goal is. So my goal for this next particular diagnostic, not the one that I have coming next week, but the third diagnostic for this same diagnostic is, right now I think I said for reading, I have 10 of them green. My goal is for 13, is that for 13? No, for 12 of them. So really the 2 that are blue, they need to be green. And then the 2 that are yellow and 1 is red, one of the ones that is yellow that's getting extra tutoring, I'm hoping and praying for her to be blue. Y'all, unfortunately, she has missed a lot of days. She missed, I think for the last 9 weeks, she missed a month. Y'all heard me. You heard right. She missed 1 month out of a 9 weeks. What you say, Sashay? 9 weeks is 9 weeks. 1 month is 4 weeks. Yes. A month. And really it was a month and a couple of days. So half of those 9 weeks she was not here. So that's what I'm saying, I'm hoping, but mom is really on board now with her being here. Okay, so if she can come, and she has been coming, and I've been seeing improvement. If she continues to come, then hopefully, prayerfully, she can get to a blue. So my goal for this test is to have 12 of them green. And I'm not just talking about like light green. I'm talking about in them high percentiles, in the 90s percentiles, the 80%. I'm talking about a high green. And then realistically, to have, 1 yellow and 1 red. Yeah. I mean, I would hope the red could go to yellow, but I don't think so. And also for the 2 students who I said that are possible retainees, I've actually submitted paperwork. And I won't go into details, but I submitted paperwork asking for requests for assistance, because I see where there may be a learning issue there. There may be a little bit more going on. And so I've already submitted that paperwork so that they can be assessed to see if they are having any type of learning disability. So that's kind of what I'm saying, because when you're getting a lot of intervention and a lot of just remediation, and I don't see the level of growth, that's alerting me to, like, what, there could be something going on. And in kindergarten, we try to wait until they're 6 before we do all of this, but it's in now. I've got students turning 6, but I'm like, no, there's something going on. And my administration also agrees, and so I submitted paperwork for those. So that's it for me, y'all, because I'm getting ready to go. Yeah. I want y'all to have a fun weekend. Do something fun. Eat something different. Hang out with your loved ones. Tell them you love them. Embrace them and your family and your friends, and just have a blast. And y'all, I'm going to pick you all up on next week. This is Shay with The Learning Project. Have a great one. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for commenting. Thanks for sharing. Thanks for liking. Thank you for everything, y'all. And I just love you. Bye. See you on the next one.